And welcome back, everyone, to part two of What If Naruto Got the Curse Mark instead of Sasuke. Last time we left off with Naruto meeting Jiraiya for the first time. And obviously, Ebisu getting floored and saying, "You just laced it up or floored my teacher. Now you better teach me how to teach me what I was teaching. What, the water walking thing? I don't have time, brat." Obviously, it ultimately ends with Jiraiya agreeing to train Naruto. Now, I don't think Jiraiya at this point knows that Naruto has the curse mark because he didn't even know Naruto had the seal on him. Of course, Naruto didn't bring it up or anything like that, but we don't know how long Jiraiya had actually been there at that point. It's very possible he hadn't even gone to see the third yet. So I don't think he knows that Naruto has the curse mark. Naruto, tries, fails, and is like, try it again. And then Naruto takes off takes off the majority of his clothes and his underwear, and he's trying in. And this is where Jiraiya, for the first time, sees the seal on his stomach. It's like, oh, you have no excess body fat. That's amazing. Sorry, go ahead. Sees the seal on Naruto's stomach, but more importantly, he sees the curse mark on Naruto's neck. And this causes his eyes to go, it can't, no. So it's got a rumor I was hearing a little bit was true. Orochimaru did come and did give Naruto the curse mark. And then he sees that also the seal around the curse mark. It says, I see someone's gotten the sealing. It's a pretty good seal, too. Based on the type of seal it is, it should keep Naruto from, so Naruto doesn't want to use the chakra. It should keep him from using it. And then he sees the curse mark. It's like, it's no wonder he's having trouble. It's not the curse mark that's doing it. It's these 5-pronged seals. And he's like, hey, put your hands up. Oh, come on, humor me. 5-pronged seal release, and releases it. And it's like, now try it. Naruto obviously actually could do the water walking without too much difficulty. As it turned, ironically, even though his chakra control was bad, it wasn't that bad. And so Jiraiya now looks on, and is like, and he thinks about what he wants to do with Naruto now. Because he initially was going to train him and trying to access the Fox's chakra. But the curse seal on there does now make that a little bit trickier. Because if Naruto's not careful, because what Jiraiya was going to have him do is drain all his excess chakra, his normal chakra, then try to access the Fox's chakra. But now that he's got a separate chakra source there, it's not in a corrupt one at that. It's not as viable of a training option. Still, as Jiraiya put it, or Jiraiya knows, that seal around Naruto's neck should keep it in check, even with low chakra, provided that Naruto doesn't want to use it. And I think Jiraiya actually says that, yeah, you know what, I'm going to train you in something tomorrow, but I got to get some things prepared. Why don't you go get a good night's rest and we'll meet here tomorrow? And so he does that. They meet up again the next day. It's like, and he asks, have you ever felt another chakra source in you? Yeah, actually, now you mentioned it, it was every now and then I get really angry and my chakra goes, something else takes over. It's the fox. And Naruto says, I can't remember if Naruto mentioned the fox in the original, but it says the fox, isn't it? Because he knows he has the fox chakra in him. I say, so you are aware of what's inside of you. Well, then you should know that. Then you should know that eventually you're going to have to learn to control that. And that's what this month's going to be about. Learning to control that chakra. Okay, but there's going to be a catch to this. There's a catch, like, and just points at Naruto's neck, like, that mark on your neck. Has anyone told you about that mark? Oh yeah, trust me. They told me about it. Gosh, since they put a pretty painful seal on there. It says going to keep it. It says it's even though it gives me a lot of power, it corrupts me or something like that. It's an evil child. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That what curse mark was created by Orochimaru, and it's designed to basically corrupt anyone. Even though it gives great power, it's designed to corrupt anyone who wears it until they're basically an obedient minion of him. It's like, yeah, well, screw that snake. That's a good attitude, brat. And that's why I think you'll be okay with this training method. You know that seal or Kakashi put on you? It's only as strong as your will. As long as you don't want to use that chakra, it should not activate. Well, no worries there. I have no interest in using that chakra. And so it's like, well, all right, good. It's like, good. Then this training method should be just up your alley. And then he summons the Toad. Says, yep, we're going to drain chakra. Sign the summoning contract. Summon the Toad, and that's really how the month goes. Nothing changes because the way the seal, the containment seal works, the evil containment seal works, the Bakuba, if you will, evil sealing method works. Um, it's derived from Naruto as well. So we basically now cut all the way over to near the last day of Jiraiya training, or the last day of Jiraiya training. It's like, oh, there are drastic times, calls for drastic measures. Boom. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And so it goes into his mind. And he goes into his mind, and he's in his mindscape. And there is, he sees he sees the cage. He's like, come close, the brat. And he just, damn it. It's like, whoa, hey, now. So you're the Nine-Tailed Fox. Listen here, buddy. You've been sitting and living in me rent free, and I think you owe me some rent. And the fox laughs. You should be thanking me as it is. Why should I help you? Because I'm going to die otherwise. Perhaps. You already owe me more than enough as it is. Owe you more than enough. And Naruto does suddenly realizes that there is something else in his mindscape. And he basically looks and he sees that part of Kurama's chakra is already leaking out. This eking red chakra, like this cloud of just anger, is kind of leaking out to a certain area of his mindscape, like near a corner of his mind. And in the corner, he sees something moving and hears something hissing. And he kind of walks over there, not getting too close. And he sees something just clash against this wall of white. That the white disappears. He sees basically now the black serpent that is Orochimaru. Maybe he could even have a slight pale face comparatively to represent Orochimaru, but the black serpent that is Orochimaru, but is also the curse mark. But every time it clashes, it doesn't look like there's anything there, but anytime it clashes, the white seal, basically like a purifying thing of the seal, breaks forth or clashes with the snake, and the snake can't get out. Meanwhile, he also sees that the red chakra is attacking the seal and attacking the snake. Wait, Naruto actually looks at it like, what are you doing? He's like, isn't it obvious, brat? I'm trying to remove you of this cursed snake. Like, what? It's like, I may not like my prison in here, boy, but I refuse to share it with anyone, even one even more corrupt than I am. Because if there's a few individuals who I doubt who are probably more twisted than the fox, and the fox isn't twisted, he's just angry. He's not even evil, he's just angry. I imagine that Orochimaru would be one of those people whose essence is so corrupt that he does not want anything to do with it. Well, you don't think, brat. Even in the best of circumstances, this would take a while. It just takes some time. With that blasted seal keeping that snake at bay, it's taking even longer. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? And the fox explains that because that seal is keeping the snake in check, the seal in check, he has to actually go through the seal itself. And the seal itself it's a pretty strong seal. So, and it's not a lot of Kurama's chakra. If it was all of Kurama's chakra, well, then it wouldn't matter. He could just bypass the seal completely, just nerf the curse mark as it is. But as it stands, because there's a seal containing the snake and it's a little chakra, it's a slow go. He even says it'll take years at this point to get rid of this. Wait, years? I have to deal with this thing for years? There's a way around it, though. Just activate the seal. This snake will be exposed, and I'll be able to put a lot more effort into destroying it. It's like, wait, no, but I can't do that. I mean, it'll expose me to that snake bastard. I was like, perhaps, but it will quicken the process of me killing this seal. Otherwise, it might take quite some time. Look, I won't use it unless I absolutely have to, but I'm not going to just use it willy-nilly. So be it. Your stop's here, brat. Now leave! It just kicks Naruto out. Naruto summons Gamabunta. Jiraiya, where are you? And that that entire thing goes down about the way you'd expect it to go down. Nothing changes in that scenario. And, excuse me. Damn, I got like something caught in my throat. And really, that's kind of how the bulk of this story goes for a little while. Nothing ultimately changes. Naruto now has access to the Fox Chakra, though he doesn't use it very often. He could, in theory, willingly activate the curse mark, but he's not going to, at least not for some time. Honestly, you won't see any clear-cut changes. No joke, until he and Sakura go after Sasuke. For Go after Sasuke, going after Gaara. And Sasuke's in trouble here because he doesn't have access to the curse mark. Now, there's a flip side to that coin to go a little heat. There's a flip side of that coin that because he doesn't have to worry about the curse mark, he can be a bit more. He probably was able to get a little bit more training in there for maybe some chakra control or chakra just increasing his reservoir. So maybe he could still get the three punch combo going off on there. But I'd imagine it'd probably be similar to when he activated the curse mark and got one more Chidori there. It'd be like he's done. Like he can't do anything after that. Like two Chidoris, he might still be able to do like a fireball jutsu or something like that. Three, no, done on the ground. Enough said. So so Sasuke, when he basically hits Gaara, it's like, oh crap, I can't move. That was my last shot. And Gaara is about to kill him, but Naruto comes in, lays a smackdown, kicks him straight in the face. And Sasuke is saved, but Sakura gets hit. Really, there's not much change in this part of the fight. The change happens near the very end of the fight, I think. Conjure something with teeth and claws, and he conjures up the fox, and Naruto needs to access the fox's chakra, but the fox actually says, like, "There's another option, Brat One," and I was like, "Fine, but only because I just need the boost, and it'll help get rid of it faster." And Naruto, instead of focusing on the fox's chakra, focuses on the curse mark, and the mark starts to what would be swim, grow, starts to move all over his body. But because the fox's chakra is constantly attacking the curse mark, there's a twist on this. The curse mark, first off, his chakra doesn't look purple like the curse mark chakra does. It looks more of a really. I'm trying to think what the red to purple color mixture would be. Not purple per se, but not blue, because Naruto's chakra generally is blue. It's not red because it's something closer to like a really there's it almost looks like burning purple red flames almost. And I could even see a scenario where it looks like the curse mark markings are actually kind of flying off Naruto a little bit, just kind of like, but they continue to like show back up. So it's kind of a weird mix of what Naruto's doing because the fox's chakra is influencing the curse mark. So Naruto then comes in, just clashes, and because it does give him a physical boost as well, he's able to kind of move a bit farther, but not enough, and ultimately slams his head and knocks out Gaara. And they clash. Naruto, the curse mark is receding just enough, and then they clash. He knocks out Gaara. All's well that ends well. The curse mark is fully receded at that point. So that leaves us now to the secondary part, the next part of the story, which would be the Tsunade retrieval arc. And again, nothing really changes. It's weird to say, but nothing is changing very because of the way the seal works and because of the way Naruto is. He is not going to want to use it unless he absolutely has to. So the whole Itachi scenario, that goes the same. Although, now, if it can eat Fox Chakra without any difficulty somehow, I probably wouldn't have any issue with the Curse Mark Chakra. Probably. But yeah, so Naruto would just be doing the Rasengan training. All's well that goes there. They meet up with Tsunade. That fight goes pretty much the same. There's no reason Naruto would have to access, because he didn't even try to access the Fox Chakra, so he's not going to access the Curse Mark Chakra. And really, there's no difference here until Naruto, Jiraiya, and Shizune show up on the battlefield to fight Orochimaru and Kabuto. Because obviously with the Curse Mark and meeting Orochimaru and Kabuto again, there's a very different interaction here. It's like, Jiraiya, and he brought the fox sprat, my new little minion. It's my new little toy. And Naruto's just glaring daggers at Orochimaru and Kabuto. And Kabuto even laughs. It looks could kill. Isn't that right, Lord Orochimaru? Indeed. Seems he's not too happy with the gift I bestowed upon him. It's like, I swear to God, it's like, you back off, Naruto. That guy can go toe-to-toe with Kakashi if he had to. You stay back and protect Tsunade. And obviously, Jiraiya goes to fight Orochimaru. And Naruto. Uh, Naruto, here's something I learned then. You have no discernible skill as a ninja. You should just stay back. Stay back. He's like, I'll show you. And he comes in, obviously with the clones. Nope, nothing. It doesn't work as before. You should really, after all, even with everything we bestowed upon you, the gift of the curse mark, you still have no skill as a ninja whatsoever. Orochimaru could help you with that, though. If only you'd ask. He'd open his arms to you in kind. Even though it's truly Sasuke he wanted, he doesn't overlook potential. After all, you might not have any real talent right now, but under Orochimaru's tutelage, you could become a very fine asset, a very strong ninja. You could even become a Kage level. You could even reach the level of Hokage. Naruto's like, don't listen to him, Naruto. Naruto, what does someone who betrayed their village, who trusts someone who betrayed their village and left the village, have to offer you, Naruto? Come on. We all know what the realest choice is here. How long is it going to take for you to really accept Orochimaru's will and influence? His will and everything that he offers you. And to which Naruto just kind of looking down. Because every time he does use the curse mark, there is a little bit of that, like, maybe Orochimaru does have something in it. But it's Naruto, and it's far stronger willed than, let's be honest, Sasuke is. Because Sasuke clearly did not have the will to resist, even though he... Let me put it this way. Sasuke is not like he's weak-willed, but he had such a goal in mind and desire for that goal that he allowed himself to be completely influenced. So, whereas Naruto isn't like that. Naruto's just like, Naruto just to kind of head down. It's like, are you done? Are you done talking? There's no way I'd ever join you in that traitor like you and that stupid pedo snake. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Meh. But in time, they all come around. Now then, and then Naruto kind of gets butt kicked again. Shizune also gets her butt kicked again, and then he goes to save Tsunade and compress that chakra. I never give up. That's my ninja way. And he just yells at Naruto, "You just threw it all away. Dreams don't come true when you're dead." And obviously he blocks the shot. Compress the chakra, but. Hold it, and then just Rasengan. Obviously, Naruto then gets kind of dropped, laid down for the count, so to speak. And really, the rest of that fight goes the same. It's more about the interaction he has with Kabuto and Orochimaru. And Orochimaru is a child mastering a jutsu that young, impossible like that at that age, impossible. And obviously Tsunade, this child will become quite problematic. Even especially if you were to harness the power of that curse mark I gave him. Why can't I just kill him now? By the way, I got a little something caught in my throat. I don't actually have a cold as far as I know, but I got something caught in my throat. It's surprising me making my Orochimaru voice a little better because it's giving me that little reverberations. Like, Tsunade. Like, yeah, it's giving me that. Like, I'm kind of liking it. And so they go in their three-way deadlock fight. And, yeah, ultimately it ends the way it ends. It's amazing how little has actually changed at this point. Like, not even like what Naruto has learned, except the fact that kind of he can harness the cursed mark chakra if he has to. So Naruto and Sakura go and visit Sasuke. Now, because the curse mark has not been influencing Sasuke, this raises a very important question. Is Sasuke still so jealous of Naruto that he wants to challenge him to the fight? Is he being corrupted? Not is he being corrupted, but is he jealous enough of Naruto that he wants to have that fight? Say, Naruto, fight me right now. I said, fight me right now. Does that happen? And I think to a degree, yes, but it's nowhere near as abrupt. I think it's one of the scenarios that I usually paint in some of my what ifs where he wants to fight Naruto, but it's more like Naruto. It's more like I want to ask you something. Something. I want you to fight me one on one. It's not that he demands it. It's that I need to see how far I've come, and you've come a long way since the academy, and I need to see how I measure up. I need to see how much farther I need to go. I want to prove myself. I want to test myself against, and you're honestly one of the strongest people and he's honest about it. But you're one of the strongest people I know. So Naruto's like, cool. Well, when we get out of here, man? How about that? When the doctor gives you okay, we'll get and Sakura's like, yeah, we'll get Kakashi Sensei to ref it and everything. So, and Sasuke agrees to this. And so he gets out probably either the day of or the day after. He really didn't need to be in there at that point. They bring it up to Kakashi. He's like, very good. And Sasuke is like, look, I don't want us to hold back Kakashi Sensei. It's just unless we're about to kill each other, just please don't step in. Then it's like, and Sasuke, you can see the look in Sasuke's eyes, like Naruto, and it's like, just Naruto agrees, and it's like, very well, unless it's going to be life threatening, I will not step in. And it's they square off, and the fight goes about how you imagine it at first. Pretty equal. From how you saw it in the original, minus the fact they're not on a building with some laundry out there. And Sasuke doesn't have that incessant gnawing in the back of his head, that inferiority compared to what he had in the original. Because again, no curse mark influence, nothing corrupting him. Naruto is doing the best he can, but he still can't really compete with Sasuke hand to hand. Sasuke still has that edge over him, very much so. But ultimately, Sasuke has the fireball jutsu out there. Naruto makes the clones. Naruto makes the Rasengan. They clash, or they're getting ready to clash, and they pause and they look at Kakashi, and Kakashi is cosplaying as well, and just stops and thinks, is like, aim only for each other's hands, not at each other. And what Kakashi is, it's fine that those two attacks are pretty comparable to each other. And he didn't know, and they clash, and there's a boom, and there's an explosion basically. They both get flown back and basically just hit trees, just that's not all you have, is it, Naruto? You still got that curse mark and that chakra we saw against in the forest. Wait, are you? Well, I can't just. So you can, Naruto. I said I didn't want you holding back, and. Now Kashi's like, no, Sasuke, Naruto, that you've heard from the baby. Sorry, my dog's here. I'm just giving her a scratch. Naruto can't willingly use that, freely use that chakra without some hindrance on his body. It's like, yeah, I mean, and true, I'll only use it as a Naruto. Why? And Kakashi's surprised. Like, it's actually the quickest way for me to get rid of it. It's like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? And what are you talking about? I'll explain it after the fact. And he just briefly puts on the curse mark. And again, Kakashi's like, Naruto, what are you? And then he sees also, again, the flecks of red. And every time he uses it, I think the purple goes away a little more and more, like the dark red comes in there. That's what I think it is. It's more like a dark red. Oh, shoo, baby. Yeah, screechies. She's just trying to like snuggle on the couch. I think it's more like a dark red. Like it will still always be a darker red than the Fox's chakra because of the black mixing in there, but it'll never be like a purple. Or it won't always be a purple. So I just blanked because the dog distracted me. So Naruto does, and Kakashi sees that the chakra doesn't look right for the curse mark because he's seen the curse mark chakra before, thanks to probably Anko. But it's like, wait, what's going on? And then, all right, you ready, Sasuke? It's like, ready. I can do one more of these, and then Naruto just comes in and just disappears. Like, what? And this boom, just gut check Sasuke, just, and then stops, like, boom, and then boom, and it just kind of knocks Sasuke out. I mean, it's not really like he knows a lot of, finesse hand-to-hand moves to be able to do it, like boom, but it's more like gut check, just, and Sasuke is nearly just knocked out from the pain of the punch. But then Naruto just like Naruto probably just gives him a light tap, just And then Naruto just, the chakras, he's just, and the seal reforms like, all right, Naruto. It's like, well, if Naruto wins. Naruto, what exactly was that? And after they wake Sasuke up, it's like, hey, Naruto kind of looks on. It's like, no, they actually, and this is probably I think one moment where Naruto actually has a serious moment. We don't get a lot of serious moments in early season Naruto with Naruto, at least not in the traditional sense of him contemplating. So it's like, there's something they should probably know. Uh, and it's like they're my teammates and they're my friends and they should deserve to know. And Kakashi just thinks, all right then, Naruto, and he explains what happened the day of his birth. Now the fox is trapped in him, and that he can't access some of the chakra. And he just has like, I'm not the fox. Please don't look at me like the fox. I'm Naruto. And Sasuke is like, why not? And so Naruto, Sakura is actually scared, but I think not in the sense that you might think like, oh my god, he's a monster. But it's like, oh my god, I've been treating you terribly all these years, and you've been dealing with this. And it's like, and it all just clicks for her. Like, no wonder he hasn't really had any friends. No wonder he's kind of awkward that way, because no one wanted, people told him, people must have, or people didn't want to be around him because of that, or people told them not to be around him because of that. And I think Sakura actually is like, Naruto, I'm so sorry for how I treated you. And she just gives him a big hug. And Naruto gets a blush on. So he's like, it's like, it's okay, Sakura. And it's like, yeah, a big hug and an apology makes it all better. And Sakura just smiles, but she doesn't hate him truly, but she kind of like, ow. It's like, don't get any wrong ideas. We're just friends. Instead of friends, but I'm glad you forgive me. And Sasuke even walks up to us like, so he's like, now I respect you. You've been having to deal with this the whole time. No wonder my brother's after you. He's like, but I swear I'm gonna get stronger. So not only can I beat your ass, but I can be there for you too. So you don't have to go this alone. And he kind of like grabs Naruto's arm, and Naruto actually grabs his arm. And Naruto, it's that kind of brotherly friendship they have. But Naruto explains this because he explains that when he was training with Jiraiya, he actually met the fox, and the fox doesn't like this thing on him any more than Naruto does. In fact, he hates it, and that the fox's chakra can actually break down the seal and possibly get rid of it, but it can only do that when the actual it can do it, but with the containment seal on, it's taking forever. He can quicken the process by activating the seal, but he doesn't want to do it any more than he has to. But every time he does it, it helps speed up the process of destroying the seal. And Kakashi hears this and is like, "We're gonna have to talk to Jiraiya about this." But it doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like an impossible thing. And so, all right, we're gonna. Why don't we go get some lunch on me today? It's like, cool. It's like, no ramen. My mom can't take it. Aw. So they go off and get some lunch. But there is still the issue of four figures hiding in the background. It's still early, by the way, because the Staff Force did not show up until later that night. They're just waiting on the outskirts of Konoha at the moment. But who are they there for in this version? We will see next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks later.